Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today we have Jelly Bean guest starring again. And Bella's on my lap too. I don't want to disturb her though. And Y-Man might come. I don't know. Oh, yep, he's here too. See? So I have all three of them. They'll be coming in and out of the shop. But I have already recorded this video, but I was sick when I recorded it, so my voice was a little funky, and I wasn't by my books. It was just out. I was camped out on my couch, and I wanted to reshoot it, make it better, make it more authentic. So this video is just gonna be books that I own that are very outside of my little comfort zone box that we talk about. But I will hold it up and tell you why it's out of my comfort zone. And if you could leave a comment down below. I do it with both hands, but can't. But if you can leave a comment down below and tell me which one I should start with or which one you think I'll like the most, that would be very helpful. Thank you, and like this video if you want more content like this. So let's just dive right in here. The first is a middle grade novel. You know, me and middle grade novels. So, Monsterland by James Corley. This is definitely out of my comfort zone because monsters. I typically don't do monsters or any weird kind of creature type things. That is actually why I'm really afraid to buy the Lunar Chronicles, because I heard that it's like a I know it's a retelling, which I'm super excited for, but it's like a robot or half, I don't know. So I'm not excited for it, but I kind of want it. So you guys should help me make up my mind in the comments down below. But Monsterland by James Corley is definitely out of my comfort zone because it's about monsters. I don't do monsters in my books. I don't even do monsters in my movies or TV shows very often. Alright. Since we started with a hardback, we'll just do all the hardback covers. So, Arrows by Melissa Gorzonki. I'm very sorry for butchering that name. It says, one arrow changes everything. All I really know is that there's like some kind of Cupid who is literally going around shooting people with arrows, and that just seems a little weird to me. I don't know. I might end up really enjoying it. Like, I got it because it sounds great. It's just definitely out of my comfort zone. Like a Cupid type creature? I don't even know. The 48 by Donna Hosey. This is a historical fantasy type novel. I don't do historical anything novels. I'm trying to get better and read more historical fiction, historical fantasy type things. So that's why I picked this up. Plus, it was only $1.25 for a freaking hardback book, which you can never do anymore. So I'm excited, but it's out of my comfort zone again. Oh, hold on. I got one of these. Yep. Then the next one out of my comfort zone is Virtru by Jessica Corley. And as far as I can tell, it's like embryos being created on an island as like an experiment. So it just seems weird, but I usually like islandy books, like not beachy books, but like when you're stranded on an island or things of that nature. Or I love experimental books. Like right now I'm reading a book called Dreamfall. I'm absolutely loving it. It's about an experiment. So, yeah. I'm excited for all these, but I'm just not quite sure, just because they are very out of my comfort zone. The Blue Girl by Charles D. Lint. So this is a YA fantasy about this girl who moves from one place to another where she used to be a rebellious teenager in a gang, and she's trying to clean up her act until this ghost starts haunting her, and then she runs into some fairies. I honestly don't know more than that. Then Delirium by Lauren Oliver. So this sounds amazing because love is illegal in this world. And it's like, how far would you go if love was illegal? What would you do? And so it sounds great. It's just, it's a very hit or miss thing for me. I'm not, like, it kind of seems sci-fi-y. Correct me if I'm wrong if you've read this, but it seems like sci-fi-y, and I typically don't enjoy sci-fi, but I'm willing to give it a try because the premise sounds great. Although I have heard that this is the first in a series and the rest of the series is crud, but not crud. I just don't cuss. But I also typically don't read miniseries. I think I only like a couple that I've ever read. So we will see, That one's on my list. Then From a Distant Star by Karen McQuestion. And this is a little out of my comfort zone because it has to do with aliens. And my husband loves aliens, but not typically my thing. So these two are dating. And as far as I can tell, as what I remember from the back or from what I've heard, is that this guy goes missing for a few hours, a couple days or something like that. But when he comes back, he's not the same, and his girlfriend notices, but no one else seems to notice that he's not the same. So it's just aliens. Not super sure about that. Not super sure about all of these. That's why I'm doing this video. So I don't know why I keep saying that, and I'm sorry. So The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgins Burnett. This is a classic, and that is why it's out of my comfort zone. Besides Emily Dickinson and William Shakespeare, I don't read classics. And I should. Classics are great, but just typically don't gravitate to grabbing them. So that's the only reason it's on this list. And I'm sure it's a great book. Now, okay, I got 3 left. Which one do you want to see first? Ha ha ha! Just kidding. So this one is more about the author. I've seen a lot of people on BookTube love this author, so I wanted to give it a try. So Stardust by Neil Gaiman. So I noticed that a lot of booktubers, especially like fantasy booktubers, love Neil Gaiman. So that is why I picked this one up. It is out of my comfort zone again because it's fantasy. And I don't typically pick up fantasy at all. Ever. I would like to be the type that loves fantasy books, but I just haven't found the perfect fantasy book yet. So maybe that'll change with that book. Then I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. This is now a movie with Will Smith. But it's like a plague has taken over the world, and this follows the sole survivor on the earth after the plague wiped everyone out. And I heard that it's a lot different than the movie, so I'm excited to see. But I'm also very out of my comfort zone with monsters and plague type things. But then again, I love zombie books, so that does not make sense to me, right? I'm just a complicated person, and I'm so picky, and I absolutely hate that. But it's how I am. I'm picky with everything, though, not just my books. I'm picky with my TV shows, with my movies, with the food I eat, especially the food I eat. But I'm so freaking picky. That is one of my qualities that I would change. If I could change something about me, I would change my pickiness. Anyways, let's get back to this since I got on that little rant. So sorry, people. The last book that I own that is out of my comfort zone is Dead Until Dark by Charlene Harris. This is what True Blood was inspired by. Never watched True Blood either. I heard it was really good, but I never saw it. But, everyone knows True Blood, vampires. Okay, so vampires are very out of my comfort zone. When I was in high school, Twilight was huge. And I don't know if I'd still like it because I haven't read in years, but I loved Twilight, okay? That was when I got my big vampire kick. But since then, I have not liked vampires in my literature, okay? I did, on the other hand, love The Vampire Diaries, the TV show. I never read the books. Maybe I should. And tell me if I should in the comments down below. But I don't know. Since then, I kind of have been a little hit or miss with vampires. Typically miss. So that's why I'm a little nervous about that one. But those are all the books that I'm nervous about or that are out of my comfort zone. I don't know why I do the little square. It does absolutely nothing. But those are out of my comfort range, and I own them because I'm excited for them. I just need a little more of a nudge to kind of, hey, go read that one. Come on, that's the best one. Or just tell me what you guys think. I'll see you in the next video.